When you need to apply the same configuration to a large number of brand new MikroTik devices, Flashfig can save the day. It is a very simple tool that will apply any configuration of your liking to devices that are getting booted for the very first time. This will work even if you don't know the password, and the new configuration will also be used in place of the default. You can safely hand over this device to other users, knowing that if they mess something up, they can always use the reset button to return this device to the state they received it in. You can still replace the default configuration if the device has already been used before, but to make it work, you will need to first log into your router, go to System RouterBOARD Settings, and change the boot device to Flash Boot. Then on the very next boot up, Flashfig will be triggered. Let's go over the usage steps. First, of course, you need to download the tool from our website, and then you need to change the IP address on your network interface to be of the same network as the address you will use for the target device. I'm just using the default network that you would typically get with most MikroTik devices. After that, you should also disable any additional interfaces. For me, that's the first one in the list, which I'm using to connect to the internet and to access my local network. When you launch the tool, first you need to set the boot client address to be from the same network as we set our interface, and then we have to use the Browse button to add the configuration file that we would like to use. I have already created one named config.rsc. Really, it is just a text file containing RouterOS commands that has been saved with the .rsc extension. With the file added, simply select it, as you could have an entire list of configuration files here, and then click the Activate button. Then you simply have to connect the boot port to the Ethernet port on your computer that you configured previously. The boot port is an Ethernet port on your device that you can use for Flashfig and Netinstall. Typically, it is the Ether1 port on most of our devices, but with some, like the CCR series, it can be the last Ethernet port as well. Finally, just power on your device and watch the Flashfig for any changes. As soon as you get the Flashfig message, the router has been set up and it is safe to unplug it. It was as simple as that. You have replaced the default configuration with that of your own. The only issue I would like to point out is that if you are not applying your wireless and device passwords within the configuration file, you still have to do it afterwards, as the defaults have been removed.